Okay, let's get into it. Have you ever really thought about the water inside you? I mean, really thought about it. What if that simple, everyday substance is actually the key to your consciousness, and even how you're connected to the entire universe? It sounds wild, I know, but we're going to explore this incredible idea where cutting-edge science is starting to sound, well, a lot like ancient wisdom. Yeah, we all learn it in school, right? We're like 60% water, it keeps us running, it's, essential for biology. But what if that's not the whole story? What if it's so much more than that? What if the water in your body is actually the bridge connecting your own inner world to everything else out there? Pretty big question, right? Well, let's find out. All right, so let's jump right into the first big idea here. The water in our cells, it's not just sloshing around, It's not just a passive liquid. New science is suggesting it's actually an active participant. It might even be able to hold information. Yeah, you heard that right. It can remember. So, try to picture this. Think of all the water inside you as this huge microscopic mirror. But it's not reflecting your face or what you see, it's reflecting something much deeper. It's reflecting the energy and the information all around it. Its actual physical structure is super sensitive, and it can literally change its shape based on its environment. And this is so cool. It's led to this whole new field of science called aquaphotomics. It was pioneered over at Kobe University. And what it does is, well, it's basically a way for us to read the stories that water is telling. Scientists use light to see how the water's structure changes. It's like we've finally found a window to peek into water's hidden memory. So how in the world does water remember anything? Well, it's all about how the water molecules connect to each other. They form this really flexible, constantly changing network. A great way to think about it is like a liquid crystal display, like on a digital watch or a TV. The patterns on the screen change instantly when they get a signal. The water in your body might be doing the exact same thing, but the signals are things like our thoughts, our feelings, or even the energy of the room we're in. And just like that, it stores the information in its structure. Okay. So if the water inside us is recording all this information, it kind of begs the question, right? Where's all this information coming from? And to answer that, we have to zoom way, way out. We're going from the tiny world inside ourselves to, well, the entire universe. And trust me, this is where things get really, really interesting. Just try to wrap your head around this for a minute. Imagine an invisible ocean of pure energy and potential that connects everything. I mean, everything. It's the fabric of reality that underlies everything we see and touch. So that empty space between things, it's not empty at all. It's this buzzing ocean of energy that connects you, me, the chair you're sitting on, the stars in the sky, everything. And this isn't science fiction, folks. This is a real concept in modern physics. And it has a name. It's called the zero-point field, or ZPF. Get this. Even if you could create a perfect vacuum and cool it down to absolute zero, where theoretically all movement should just stop, quantum physics tells us there's still this background hum, this simmering energy. That's the zero-point field, and it's thought to be the ultimate source of pretty much all potential information in the entire universe. Okay, a giant cosmic field of information. So what? How does that connect to you? You personally, living your life. Well, the really incredible theory we're digging into today says there's a bridge, and that bridge is the water inside your body. This right here, this is the heart of the whole idea. The water in your cells isn't just trapped in there. It's acting like a super sensitive antenna, and it's tuned in to the signals from that universal field, the zero-point field. So all that cosmic information, all that wisdom of the universe, it isn't just out there somewhere. It could be flowing through you right now. And here's how our own consciousness, our own mind, plugs into this. The theory goes that our thoughts and our feelings directly mess with that internal antenna. Think about it. When you feel positive emotions, like love or just simple gratitude, it helps create this really orderly, harmonious, beautiful structure in your body's water. But on the flip side, negative feelings, fear, stress, anger, they can create a messy, chaotic, jumbled up structure. Okay, but why does that even matter? Who cares if the water is neat or messy? Well, it matters because that neat, orderly structure makes for a way better antenna. It's like tuning a radio to the perfect station. When the water inside you is in tune, or what scientists call coherent, it could pick up the signal from the universe much more clearly. And that signal, that could be where things like our intuition comes from. That gut feeling, or sudden flashes of creativity, or even just that deep, peaceful sense of well-being.
So this is not just some far-out abstract idea. It actually points to real, practical things we can do to improve our lives. I mean, if we can consciously change the state of the water inside us, how do we do it? What are the best ways to tune our inner antenna? Let's get into some simple but really powerful daily habits.
Okay, here we go. 5 simple, powerful ways you can start tuning your inner antenna right now. All of these are about creating that harmonious, coherent state in your body's water, which could make you a much better receiver for all that positive energy in the universe. So let's break these down real quick. Focusing on gratitude, that helps build that nice, orderly water structure we talked about. Meditation, that's like turning down the static on your radio so you can hear the real signal. Drinking quality water, you're literally giving your body better building blocks for this sensitive network. Connecting with nature, that helps sync your own personal rhythm with the big, harmonious rhythm of the planet. And finally, using conscious words, there's this amazing Japanese concept called kodadama. The idea that words themselves carry energy. So speaking positively, out loud, or even to yourself might directly change your inner environment for the better. So when you put it all together, what's the big takeaway here? What does all this mix of physics, biology, and consciousness really mean for us?
I think the biggest takeaway is this. You are not separate from the universe. You are deeply, profoundly interconnected with everything. You're not just some person walking around on a planet. You're more like a resonating field of energy, constantly in a conversation with the cosmos. And the language you're both speaking? It's water.
And I just want to share this one last thought from the material we've been looking at, because it's pretty beautiful. It says that as we work on ourselves, as we evolve our own consciousness with feelings like love and gratitude, the very water inside us might be evolving right along with us, becoming a more perfect, more beautiful mirror of the universe's wisdom.
And that really leaves us with one last huge question to think about. If your awareness, your thoughts, your feelings can physically change the structure of the water inside you, what else can it change? I mean, what are the limits? If you really have that much power to change your own inner world, what could you change about the world out there?